All right. Ashley is not going to be able to join us this week. There is some breaking news in the video game world, and he's going to be covering that for us. But he doesn't have that information quite yet. So, like I said, breaking news is breaking news. So, Ashley will join us again on his normal day on Saturday. So, what do I have here? I have a quarter. The same quarter that gave the Amazing Spider-Man the victory in the Best of the Universe tournament yesterday. Yes, you're getting another vlog of randomness, 2 in a row today. And we're going to talk about something that was started yesterday. I'm actually going to talk about the successor to the reason why I did the tournament that I did yesterday. And that is the 2015 March Magic Tournament that was done via the Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort Twitter pages. Also, it was done on their Facebook pages as well. Now, they did a tournament, a 32-team tournament, which team names and everything. On one side, you have 16 representing Walt Disney World, and you have the other side representing Disneyland. And round 2 has already happened, and I'm going to tell you about that, as I scratch my nose on camera, sorry. I'll quickly tell you guys right now, without anything further, that I'm probably going to disagree with a lot of these, and this coin is probably going to decide a lot more than it would previously. So let's talk about the teams, shall we? Your teams for the March Magic Tournament, and you can actually pick up t-shirts of these teams. If you want this design on a t-shirt, you can go to the Disney Store and you could pick up the t-shirts on the Disney Store online web store. So you can check that out. Now, unfortunately, the 16 shirts are now gone. 16 shirts have been eliminated, which means they're not being sold anymore. So if you went out and bought all those 32 shirts for both sides, then awesome. But if not, then yeah, you're out of luck. So there's always eBay. Well, I'll tell you what remains right now, but before we're going to get into that, we're going to talk about the actual teams themselves. So, representing the Disneyland Resort, we have your Space Mountain Blast, the It's a Small World Sailors, the Matterhorn Bobsled Abominable Snowmen, the California Screamin' Screamers, the Phantasmic Dragons, the Splash Mountain Briar Patch Splash, the Radiator Springs Racers Velocity, the Jungle Cruise Headhunters, the Indiana Jones Adventure Temples, the Mad Tea Party Teacups, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror Bellhops, which I think that fits more in Disney World than Disneyland. I guess if it was me, I would have flipped Haunted Mansion and Tower of Terror, and I think I would have put Haunted Mansion in Disneyland, and I would have put the Tower of Terror in Disney World. That would have made more sense to me, but I'm not the one booking this. Now, the Peter Pan's Flight Galleons, you have the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride Mayhem, the Enchanted Tiki Room Harmony, the World of Color Spectrum, and the Pirates of the Caribbean Cannonballs. Now, representing Walt Disney World, we have the Haunted Mansion Ghouls, the Dinosaur Dinos, the Star Tours Troopers, the Expedition Everest Yetis, the Wishes Shooting Stars, the Kilimanjaro Safaris Rumble, the Main Street Electrical Parade Electricity, the Figment Dreamfinders, the Rock and Roller Coaster Rockers, the Test Track Drive, the Big Thunder Mountain Boom, the Soarin' Sky Gliders, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train Fightin' Seven, the Dumbo Flying Elephants, the Toy Story Midway Mania Maniacs, and the PhilharMagic Maestros. Now, let's talk about what is true right now, what actually has already happened. Moving on to round 2. This was all via the votes that were done on Facebook and Twitter, so you or I could vote for them, and I'm sure you and I did vote for them. So let's talk about the teams that are advancing to the second round. In the Disneyland bracket, we have Pirates of the Caribbean, the Tower of Terror, the Radiator Springs Racers, California Screamin', the Enchanted Tiki Room, Indiana Jones Adventure, Splash Mountain, and Space Mountain. And representing Walt Disney World, we have the Haunted Mansion, Expedition Everest, Wishes, the Main Street Electrical Parade, the Rock and Roller Coaster, Big Thunder Mountain, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Toy Story Midway Mania. So, yeah, we're going to mention those. And I will crown who could win those based upon who I picked to win those, and this wonderful coin that helped us pick a Best in the Universe, or Best in the Universal yesterday. Now, I'm going to talk about the rounds other than that. I know the rounds have already happened, but this coin says otherwise, and we're going to book it my way. So, just like with the previous ones, I'll give reasons why they're good, reasons why I would pick them, and reasons why I wouldn't pick them. So let's go with this one. First round was the Pirates of the Caribbean versus World of Color. Full disclosure, I've not seen World of Color yet. I've heard great things about it. I've seen great videos for it. It's something I was going to be able to experience this year, but I was not able to. On the other hand, Pirates of the Caribbean is better in California. It's got the second drop, it's a lot longer, and via playing the old Super NES, the regular NES version of a game called Adventures in the Magic Kingdom, I know that ride very, very well. So that being said, I would definitely give the win to Pirates of the Caribbean. So Pirates of the Caribbean wins, and there's no question there. The second battle was between the Enchanted Tiki Room and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I've always liked Mr. Toad, and I really wish it wouldn't have left Florida. On the other hand, when it comes down to it, the Tiki Room is the closest to the original you're going to get without being the original, and I always like the original, but I will say right now that I gotta go with Mr. Toad. So yeah, Mr. Toad wins, so already we have a battle that did not happen in the previous one. We have Peter Pan's Flight versus the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. It's Tower in California, though, which is the far, not the superior version of Tower. Obviously, that would be the one in Orlando with the multiple drop sequences. The one in California only has one drop sequence, and it only has one elevator shaft, which the one in Orlando has two. So, yeah, and there's mixes up every single time you ride it. I love the Tower of Terror. I was not able to ride it when I was in California. Now, granted, I've been to Disneyland once, so I'm going to be a little bit biased on a couple of these. With that being said, Peter Pan's Flight is a really awesome dark ride. I've always enjoyed it. And it's something that is taking you back to your childhood. I would have to give the win to Tower of Terror here, though. So yeah, we're going to say the same thing. We have the Mad Teacups against the Indiana Jones Adventure. Full disclosure, Indiana Jones and Dinosaur have about the same ride mechanism. I got beaten up to all daylights with Indiana Jones, so it looks awesome, but obviously there's the one thing it's got going against it. That's that big snake room that I can't watch to this day, and I couldn't watch it when I was riding the ride. I actually looked down. That's just how it works. And on the other side, the teacups are not enclosed in a carnival structure. They actually have those like Chinese lanterns over it, and it looks even cooler. So yeah, I'm going to give it to teacups here. Yeah, that's going to get a lot of heat, but I'm sorry. We have the Jungle Cruise against Radiator Springs Racers. Unfortunately, I've not been to Cars Land yet, so Radiator Springs Racers is something I've not done. I think the closest thing I can akin it to is Test Track, but I'm not exactly sure. Cars is one of my least favorite Disney movies, Disney Pixar movies, without a doubt. It is my least favorite Pixar movie, without question, but I love what they've done with everything. It actually works really well. Now, when it comes to the Jungle Cruise, like I said, you can't go wrong with the original, the Jungle Cruise skippers. As long as they're on point, it's an entertaining voyage. And yeah, I got to give this to the actually going to give this one to the coin. So yeah, we'll do this. So Jungle Cruise heads. The Jungle Cruise just beat the Radiator Springs Racers. So yeah. Splash Mountain against Phantasmic. Splash Mountain, kind of the same. I've always been kind of iffy on Splash Mountain. Shoot the Chutes ride's fine with me. I like the log flumes, but I don't like getting wet. So Splash Mountain, thankfully, has not got me wet very many times. On the opposite coin, we have Phantasmic, which I think is far superior in California, because obviously at Disneyland you have the Peter Pan versus Captain Hook sword fight. I think that's always enjoyable, and they have a real dragon, and we have paper mache. So yeah, it looks kind of cool, but yeah, the real dragon is just, it wins all without a doubt. I'm giving this to Phantasmic. This is the hardest one. This is the hardest battle of this one for me. It is California Screamin' against the Matterhorn bobsleds. First off, I love the Matterhorn. Beat me up a little bit, but I really enjoyed it. I think California Screamin' is my favorite my favorite Disney coaster, period. I love California Screamin'. It's an awesome ride in every way possible. I do like the bobsleds, but yeah, I gotta give it to California Screamin' here now I think about it, without a doubt. Small World versus Space Mountain. Small World, it's the battle of which one is better, and they're both better in California, depending on how you look at things. Small World in California, obviously, you have the added advantage of the Small World holiday, which is very enjoyable. And you have the advantage of the load and the unload being outside, which is very interesting. You also have the added characters that are thrown in as well. Now, on the opposite coin, you have Space Mountain, which I think is far superior in California. And I like Space Mountain a whole lot more in California than I do in Florida. I do like it in Florida, but I don't like it as much as I do in California. I'll give it to Space Mountain, so that's my win here. So let's talk about what we've got so far. Going into the next round, we have Pirates of the Caribbean, we have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, we have the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, we have the Mad Tea Party. Yeah, I know, I'll get a lot of crap for that one, I'm sure I will. We have the Jungle Cruise, we have Fantasmic, California Screamin', and Space Mountain. So yeah, I gotta make sure I have these all figured out here, so yeah. I did not pick some of these, so obviously I picked them, the general public didn't, so yeah, that's what we've got. Alright, so our next battle we have of Pirates of the Caribbean against Mr. Toad. We're going to the coin flip on this one, so heads, Mr. Toad. Mr. Toad defeats Pirates of the Caribbean, so yes, Mr. Toad wins. That is crazy. That is totally crazy. Copy. As I'm doing this on camera here. Trying to make sure I got it. So Mr. Toad defeats Pirates. Tower and T. Yeah, Tower of Terror wins, so we'll go with that. Jungle Cruise and Fantasmic. Let's go to the coin flip. Heads, Fantasmic, sounds good. Jungle Cruise wins. Wow. California Screamin' and Space Mountain. Yeah, we're going to the coin flip for this one. Doesn't count because I didn't catch it in my hand. Heads for Screamin'. Tails, Space Mountain. Your final four of Disneyland. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the Jungle Cruise, and Space Mountain. Of what we have so far going into the real battles, Mr. Toad is gone, Tower is still there, Jungle Cruise is gone, and Space Mountain's still there. So yeah. So it's half and half. It's interesting. So, Mr. Toad versus Tower of Terror. Coin flip. Heads, Tower. Tower of Terror wins. So, Tower. And Tower's opponent will either be Space Mountain or the Jungle Cruise. So, Space Mountain tails. Space Mountain wins. Battle of New versus Old. So, the Tower of Terror in California against Space Mountain. To me, there's no... I have to go with my head here. I know what I want to win. Let's see what the coin says wins. So, tails for the right one, and that doesn't care. It doesn't count it. Yes. The winner of the Disneyland bracket is Space Mountain. Okay. That's interesting. All right. So, that was taken care of, right? And let's talk about the Disney World bracket. Now... already advancing in the Disney World Round 2 are the Haunted Mansion, Expedition Everest, Wishes, Main Street Electrical Parade, the Rock and Roller Coaster, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Toy Story Midway Mania. So, that's what we've got so far. Well, let's go with what I've got for mine. So... we're going to start off with round 1. We have the Haunted Mansion against Dinosaur. This is easy without a doubt. Dinosaur beats me up every single time. Never been a big fan of it. And it's facing off against the Haunted Mansion, which is something I still love to this day. I love everything about the Haunted Mansion. I always have, always will, and there is no competition here. Haunted Mansion wins in a walk. Star Tours versus Everest. Like I said, I love Everest. It's it's my favorite coaster in Walt Disney World, period. No, Rock and Roller Coaster is, but it's kind of on the cusp. And I do enjoy Star Tours, but yeah, it's Everest, so yeah, Everest wins. Wishes against the Kilimanjaro Safari, it's okay. I mean, it's like going through a zoo, which is cool. It's an awesome zoo, but yeah, I've never been a big fan of Animal Kingdom, and it's facing off against my favorite fireworks show, like, ever. So yeah, my heart wins over anything else. So yeah, Wishes wins, without a doubt. The Main Street Electrical Parade against Figment. Here's the thing. I like Spectro Magic more than the Main Street Electrical Parade. Sorry, I just do. Figment has always been kind of iffy with me, just because of the fact that I don't know how to judge either one of these. So I'm just going to go to the coin flips. Let's see what we got. Heads for Figment. Alright, see what we got. Figment wins. Figment just beat the Main Street Electrical Parade. This is the hardest battle of the entire first round. It is the Rock and Roller Coaster against Test Track. I've always enjoyed Test Track. I like the older Test Track version a lot more than I like Tron Track, especially because I miss John Michael Higgins as the voice, Bill McKim. Now, when it comes down to it, the Rock and Roller Coaster is my favorite roller coaster in Walt Disney World. That's a shoot. Yeah, it's Rock and Roller Coaster on the East Coast and California Screamin' on the West Coast. No surprise that there's a lot in both that actually make them very, very comparable. So, comparable. Sorry, long day. Either way, yeah, this is a hard one, but yeah, Rock and Roller Coaster wins. We have Soarin' versus Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I have the hang glider experience, which is always entertaining. I really wish they'd fix the screen. Working in a movie theater, you can see the screen errors a lot more, and it drives you insane. I will say that Big Thunder Mountain Railroad's getting better every time. I like the new stuff in the queue, and I like the new interactive stuff that happens in the queue as well. So yeah, we're going to go to this, the coin flip. So Soarin', whoops, is heads. Tails, Big Thunder Mountain defeats Soarin', so yes. We have the Mine Train against Dumbo. Dumbo is fine. It's always going to be fine. I wrote it like 6 times in a row because cast members were just bored. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make you work. I'm just going to sit here and you guys can just chat and hang out and do whatever you need to do. And Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, it's entertaining. I like it better at night. Took a couple of rides in order to get into it. Did not like it the first time I rode it. I really did not like it. I was very, very upset the first... Not upset as in like really upset, but I mean, I was disappointed the first time I rode it. And it took a couple of rides for me to get into it. Yeah, I like the Mine Train now. Mine Train wins without a doubt. Toy Story Midway Mania against PhilharMagic. I like PhilharMagic a lot. It always elicits reaction. I love the 4D effects. Yes, I said 4D because obviously you have the olfactory sense. I like that a lot. But it's facing off against Toy Story Mania, and I love Toy Story Mania. I still haven't got down how to do it properly yet to make a high score like I did with Buzz Lightyear, and at Universal, I still can't do Men in Black either, so doesn't mean I don't love it though. So yeah, Toy Story Mania wins this without a doubt. So let's talk about what we've got now. This is moving us into our next round. We have Haunted Mansion versus Everest. That's got to go to a coin flip here. So Haunted Mansion heads. Haunted Mansion wins, yes. Wishes and Figment. Yeah, Wishes wins. There's no way I'm going to go with anything else. Rock and Roller Coaster over Big Thunder Mountain. Yeah, that makes sense. And Mine Train and Toy Story Mania. Oh, coin flip on this one. Heads. Toy Story Mania going into the next round. So yes. Not what I expect my final 4 to be, but let's see what we've got. So we've got the Haunted Mansion, Wishes, the Rock and Roller Coaster, and Toy Story Midway Mania. So yeah, let's see what we've got for our final battle here. Copy. Like I said, this is interactive. Mansion against Wishes. Wow, this is going to be tough. So let's see what we've got. I don't even know at this point. Wishes wins. Sorry. I'm biased, I gotta say. Rock and Roller Coaster versus Toy Story Mania. Yeah, we're going to our coin flip on this one. We have to. Rock and Roller Coaster tails. Rock and Roller Coaster is gone, so it's Wishes versus Toy Story. Determine which one is the winner, and I think I know where this is going. Tails. Tails. Wishes defeats Toy Story Mania to win the Walt Disney World bracket. So we've got the final battle between the far superior Space Mountain versus my favorite fireworks show of all times. And we're about to find out if Wishes, a fireworks show, can beat the iconic Space Mountain. And the coin flip will tell that, because obviously there's no way to do this otherwise. So let's figure this out. Wishes obviously is heads. The winner of the 2015 March Magic Tournament for me, Wishes. So yes, that's what I've got for you guys. Yeah, Wishes is still in this thing, so it still can win. So let's see if it does. So that'd be really cool if it does. In order for Wishes to win, though, Wishes has got to get past Main Street Electrical Parade, and then it's got to get past either Haunted Mansion or Everest, and then it's got to get past the Mine Train, Toy Story, Big Thunder Mountain, or the Rock and Roller Coaster in order to win. I don't know if it's going to. We'll see. I think it's going to have a really hard time trying to face off against Haunted Mansion or Everest if it can get by the Main Street Electrical Parade. So yeah, it's really interesting to see where we go with this. And I find it interesting that the Electrical Parade was the California staple is the one that's in the Disney World bracket. I thought that was interesting. There's a lot of ones that I actually am very surprised that are in there. I'll say right now, Pirates belongs in California. Makes sense. Tiki Room belongs in California. That's fine. Peter Pan, it could go either way. Tower belongs in Florida, without a doubt. Teacups, I think, goes in California. Jungle Cruise could go either way. Splash Mountain, I think, goes in Florida. Fantasmic, definitely California. And Small World, California. Space Mountain, California. No problems, most of those. Haunted Mansion, I think, belongs in California. And obviously you have Star Tours go either way. I think it probably fits better in Florida. Let's see. Main Street Electrical Parade, I think, fits in California. We have Soarin'. It's Soarin' over California. It makes more sense to be in California, but it's not there. Big Thunder Mountain can go either way. We have Dumbo could go either way. And I think Toy Story Mania fits better in Florida. But yeah, that's just it. That's an interesting battle. And if you want to vote, you can tweet at Walt Disney World or at Disneyland when they are putting up their brackets. Every day there's one battle. We're in round 2 now. We're going to find out where we're going to go with this. I think Wish is going to win, but that's only because of coin flip and this right here. So yeah, that's what we've got for today. That was your vlog of randomness. Next week, we'll hopefully go back to normal. It sounds like we're going to. Tomorrow, brand new sip and snack. We're going to be focusing on some snacks and the LeBron James Sprite 6 mix, as well as Friday will be a brand new edition of AJ's movie reviews, focusing on limited releases because AJ's out of town, so we had to film something early, but no worries, it's going to come at you guys. We have The Cobbler, we have Cut Bank, we have Accidental Love, and The Humbling, and on Saturday, Gaming with Ash will return without a doubt. That's Saturday. Sunday will be a brand new Versus, the gangster theme one more time on WrestleMania Sunday. And Monday will be your brand new edition of AJ's movie reviews, whether it's going to be early or late. Just kind of depends on how my schedule works. I kind of got flipped a little bit today, so we'll see what happens with that. So that will give you Get Hard and Home. That's coming your way. And a brand new NXT and Impact recap coming up on Tuesday. Wednesday, brand new vlog of randomness. Thursday, brand new sip and snack. And Friday, AJ's movie reviews. Will be tackling Furious 7. So we got some fun stuff coming up for that one. And stay tuned for more Halloween Horror Nights news once I get anything new. Found out today that Reunion 2015 is not going to happen. So keep posted to this channel and my Twitter for me to figure out what I'm going to be doing. Am I going to be going down for Christmas just by myself, maybe to see friends in town? Or am I going to extend my Halloween Horror Nights dates? Anything's possible right now. Am I going to end up at Disney? Am I going to back at Cabana Bay? We'll find out. And once I know, I will let you guys and girls out there know. So, that being said, I want to thank you guys and girls out there for watching. As always, if you like these videos, tell your friends about them, leave a comment, do subscribe, help spread the word about Pop. If you haven't yet, go to Facebook, click like on our Facebook fan page, and you can send me a message that way too, because some of you out there have, and you know who you are. I very much appreciate that video. Thank you. Don't get it twisted. It's not that way. Get your head out of the gutter. But yeah, I got a cool message the other day. So yeah, once I know anything else, I'll let you guys know. So it's kind of interesting. I'll just put it that way. You can also friend request me at Owen Disney. You can do that via Facebook. If you'd like to tweet me, it's at Disney. Obviously, I do follow Fridays, as all my friends know. I put over my friends and really awesome people on Twitter every single Friday. And also, if you'd like to have ideas for the vlog of randomness, or sip and snack, or versus, any of our other regular segments, if you have a movie you'd like reviewed, if you'd like to talk about that, ask me questions, you have travel questions for me, Disney, Universal, Halloween Horror Nights stuff, you want to talk about movies, you want to ask me about wrestling, talk about my time in the wrestling business, or just wrestling in general. It is WrestleMania season, after all, in a couple days. And also, if you'd like to become a popcast yourself, send your content to suroanddisney@gmail.com. So in the meantime, I want to thank you guys and girls out there for watching, and until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all I gotta say about that.